Welcome back to Jamyy English. I'm Jayz.
And I'm Amyy, and I have been waiting for this episode all week.
I know, because today's topic is
Food.
food. Ordering food and drinks at restaurants, coffee shops, street markets.
This is not just an English lesson for me. This is personal.
It really is. Amyy takes food very seriously.
Food is culture. Food is memory. Food is love. So yes, I take it seriously.
And that's exactly why this episode is going to be great. Because when you love something, you teach it better.
Okay, so let's set the scene. You are in an English-speaking country, or maybe you're at an international restaurant where the menu is in English, or maybe you're on a work trip and your colleagues want to go out for dinner together.
Any of these situations, you need to know how to order, how to ask questions about the menu, how to make special requests, and how to handle the bill at the end.
We're going to cover all of it, step by step.
But first, Amyy, I have a question for you. What is the best meal you've ever had?
Ooh, that's a dangerous question because I could talk for an hour.
Give us the short version.
Okay, short version. It was in Shanghai, my grandmother's kitchen. She made hung shao ryu, red braised pork belly, slow cooked for 3 hours. The meat was so soft it fell apart. The sauce was rich and a little sweet. I was maybe 10 years old. I still think about it.
That sounds incredible.
Food memories are the strongest memories. I think that's true for everyone in every culture.
Absolutely. For me, it's my dad's barbecue. Every 4th of July, that's American Independence Day, he'd spend the whole day at the grill. Ribs, corn, burgers. The smell alone takes me right back to being a kid in the backyard in San Diego.
See, food is memory. Okay, now let's teach.
Step 1. You arrive at a restaurant. The first thing that happens, someone greets you. In most English-speaking restaurants, a staff member will come up to you pretty quickly, and they'll say something like, "Hi there, welcome. Table for how many?"
Table for how many means how many people are in your group, and you answer with a number. Table for 2, table for 4. Simple.
Or they might ask, "Do you have a reservation?" A reservation means you called or booked online in advance to secure a table. If you do, "Yes, I have a reservation under the name Carter." If you don't, "No, we don't have a reservation. Do you have anything available?"
Do you have anything available? This is a polite way of asking if there's a free table. Available means free, open, not taken.
And if the restaurant is full, they might say, "There's about a 20-minute wait. Would you like to wait?" And you can say, "Yes, we'll wait." Or, "That's okay, we'll try somewhere else. Thank you."
Always thank them even if you're leaving. It's polite and it takes 2 seconds.
Once you're seated, someone will come and say, "Can I start you off with some drinks?" Or, "What can I get you to drink?" This is your signal to order beverages first.
Beverages means drinks. Water, juice, soda, wine, beer, whatever you'd like.
Very common to order water first. You can say, "Just water for now, thank you." Or, "Could we get a few minutes to look at the menu first?"
Could we get a few minutes? This is a polite way to ask for more time. You're not ready to order yet. This is totally acceptable. Don't feel rushed.
Step 2. Reading the menu and asking questions. Menus in English have some common words and sections you should know.
Most menus are divided into sections. Starters, also called appetizers, these are small dishes you eat before the main meal. Then the main course, also called entrees in American English, the big dishes, and then desserts at the end.
In some restaurants, there's also a side section. Sides are extra dishes that come separately, things like French fries, salad, or steamed vegetables. You order them to go with your main.
Now, what if there's a word on the menu you don't understand? This happens all the time, even for native speakers. Menus can have fancy food words.
You ask. Simply say, "Excuse me, what is this dish?" and point to it. Or, "Could you describe the salmon for me?" Or, "What comes with the steak?"
What comes with means what is included with this dish, what other food is served alongside it. Sometimes a steak comes with fries and salad, sometimes it comes with nothing, and you order sides separately.
Always worth asking if you're not sure. There's no shame in it. Servers, the people who take your order, are there to help you.
And here's something important about dietary needs. More and more people have food allergies or dietary restrictions. If you're vegetarian, vegan, gluten-free, or allergic to something, you can and should tell the server.
You say, "I'm allergic to nuts. Does this dish contain any nuts?" Or, "I'm vegetarian. Is there any meat in this?" Or, "I'm vegan. Is the dressing dairy-free?"
These are completely normal questions. A good restaurant will take them seriously and give you an honest answer.
And if they're not sure, they'll go check with the kitchen. This is standard practice. Don't feel like you're being difficult. You're looking after your health.
Step 3. Ordering. The moment arrives. The server comes back and says, "Are you ready to order?" If yes, you go. If not, could we have just a couple more minutes? Totally fine.
When you're ready, you have a few options for how to place your order. The most common way, "I'll have the pasta, please." "I'll have" is the natural, casual phrasing, very widely used.
Or, "I'd like the grilled chicken, please." "I'd like" is slightly more formal than "I'll have," but both are completely natural.
Or even simpler, you can just say the dish name and please. "The pasta, please." "The vegetable stir-fry, please." Short and clear.
What you want to avoid, this is a common mistake, is saying, "I want the pasta." Grammatically, it's fine, but it can sound a little blunt or demanding. "I'll have" or "I'd like" is softer and sounds more natural in restaurant settings.
You might also be asked, "How would you like that cooked?" This is for meat, especially steak. The options are rare, medium, medium well, or well done. Rare means the inside is very pink and soft. Well done means fully cooked through.
In America, medium rare is the most popular choice for steak. But there's no wrong answer. Order it how you like it.
And sometimes they ask, would you like soup or salad with that? This means the meal comes with a choice. Pick one. Salad, please. Easy.
If you want to make a substitution, swap one thing for another, you say, "Could I get the fries substituted with a salad?" Or, "Is it possible to have brown rice instead of white rice?"
Instead of is a key phrase for substitutions. I'd like the chicken instead of the beef. Could I have sparkling water instead of still? Let's do a role play. I'll be the server. Jayz is the customer.
Perfect.
Hi there. My name's Amy. I'll be taking care of you today. Can I start you off with something to drink?
Yes, could I get a sparkling water, please? And actually, could we have a few minutes to look at the menu?
Of course. Take your time. I'll be right back with your water.
Thank you. Oh, excuse me, before you go, could you tell me what the soup of the day is?
Today's soup is a roasted tomato bisque. It's creamy, a little smoky, and comes with a small bread roll.
That sounds wonderful. Okay, I think I'm ready actually. I'll have the soup of the day to start, and then the grilled salmon as my main. Could I get the vegetables instead of the potatoes?
Absolutely. And how would you like the salmon cooked? We can do it medium or well done.
Medium, please.
Perfect choice. Can I get you anything else right now?
No, I think that's everything. Thank you so much.
Great. I'll have that out for you shortly.
Okay, pause. Let's break that down. I used "could I get" twice. That's a polite way to request something. Very natural.
Jayz asked about the soup of the day before ordering. Smart move. It's always good to ask about the daily specials. They're often the freshest ingredients.
I made a substitution, vegetables instead of potatoes. Use that instead of structure we just taught.
And the server, me, used absolutely and of course and perfect choice. These are warm, affirming responses. Servers in good restaurants make you feel like every choice you make is a great one.
True. Perfect choice even when you order plain toast. Now let's talk about coffee shops, because this is a different experience from a restaurant. More casual, quicker, often louder.
And the vocabulary is different too, especially at places like Starbucks, which is everywhere around the world now.
At a coffee shop, you usually order at the counter. You walk up, you look at the menu on the wall behind the cashier, and when it's your turn, you order.
The most important question you'll get, what size would you like? Most coffee shops have small, medium, and large. Some have their own names. At Starbucks, it's tall, grande, and venti. But in a regular coffee shop, small, medium, large is universal.
You might also be asked, for here or to go? Meaning, will you sit and drink it inside or take it with you in a cup with a lid? For here means you'll stay. To go means you're taking it out.
In the UK, they say takeaway instead of to go. Same meaning, different words.
And then the coffee itself. There's a lot of vocabulary here. An Americano is espresso shots diluted with hot water. A latte is espresso with steamed milk, more milk than espresso. A cappuccino has equal parts espresso, steamed milk, and milk foam on top.
A flat white, popular in Australia and the UK, is similar to a latte but smaller and stronger, and a macchiato is espresso with just a small dot of milk foam.
If you just want regular coffee, drip coffee, or filter coffee, you can say, just a regular black coffee, please. Or a coffee with milk. Very simple.
And if you want it sweet, could I get a latte with 1 sugar? Or could you make that with oat milk instead of regular milk? Plant-based milk options, oat, almond, soy, are very standard now at most coffee shops.
After you order, at most coffee shops, they'll ask your name. They write it on the cup so they can call you when it's ready. So be ready to spell your name if it's unusual.
I always have to say Amyy, 2 Ys. every single time.
At least it's memorable. And then finally, the bill. This is the end of the meal, and there are some phrases you need.
In a restaurant, when you're ready to leave, you signal the server. You can make eye contact and give a small nod, or you raise your hand slightly, not frantically, just a gentle raise. Or you can simply say when they pass by, "Excuse me, could we get the check, please?"
In American English, it's called the check. In British English, it's the bill. Both mean the piece of paper with how much you owe.
When it arrives, you might see a line for gratuity or tip. In the United States, tipping is standard, usually 15 to 20% of the total. It's not optional in the US. It's a cultural expectation, because servers often earn very low base wages.
In other countries, the UK, Australia, Japan, tipping is less expected or not expected at all, so it depends where you are. Worth researching before you travel.
If you're paying by card, could I pay by card? If you have a gift card or voucher, I have a voucher. Can I use this here?
And if you're splitting the bill with a group, this is very common, you can say, "Could we split the bill?" Or "Could we pay separately?" Most restaurants can handle this.
Or one person pays and everyone pays them back later, in which case that person says, "I'll take care of it," meaning, "I'll pay the whole thing."
I'll take care of it. Elegant, generous. Use it when you want to treat someone. One more setting I want to cover: street food and markets, because this is where some of the most authentic food experiences happen, and the English in these settings is even more casual and fast.
Oh yes, street food is my favorite way to eat when I travel. No reservation needed, no formal service, just you and the food.
At a street food stall or market, the vendor, the person selling, is usually very busy. The interactions are short. You need to be quick and clear.
So the phrases here are shorter. One of these, please. How much is this? Can I get two? That's it. No long sentences needed.
How much is this? The most essential phrase at any market. You're asking the price. They might say $5 or just hold up fingers. Either way, you'll understand.
And if you think it's expensive, in some markets, especially in Asia or Latin America, you can negotiate the price. This is called bargaining or haggling. But in most Western markets and restaurants, the price is fixed. You don't haggle.
Knowing that difference can save you from an awkward moment. In a London supermarket, do not try to haggle over the price of apples. Anyway.
Learned that one the hard way? Just kidding. Okay, what else at street markets?
Pointing. Never underestimate the power of pointing. If you don't know the name of something in English, point at it. "One of those, please." "What is this?" Point. The vendor will tell you.
And if you have dietary needs at a street market, it's even more important to ask clearly because there's no written menu. Does this have meat in it? Is this spicy? Very simple, very direct questions.
Is this spicy? Important for a lot of people. Some people love heat. Some people really don't. Ask first.
The answer might be a little bit, very spicy, or not spicy at all, and then you decide.
Street food is also a wonderful English practice opportunity because you get real, fast, natural exchanges. Short but real, and everyone builds your confidence.
Start small. One interaction. "One of these, please. How much?" That's enough for day one. Build from there.
And smile. A genuine smile crosses every language barrier. Combined with clear English, it's unbeatable. All right, vocabulary recap. Quickfire. I say the situation, you say the phrase.
Ready.
You arrive. 2 people. No reservation.
Table for 2, please. We don't have a reservation. Do you have anything available?
You need more time with the menu.
Could we have a few more minutes, please?
You want to order the pasta.
I'll have the pasta, please.
You want the rice, not the potatoes.
Can I get the rice instead of the potatoes?
You're allergic to shellfish.
I'm allergic to shellfish. Does this dish contain any?
You want the coffee to go, medium size, oat milk.
A medium latte with oat milk to go, please.
Ready for the bill.
Excuse me, could we get the check, please?
Splitting the bill.
Could we split the bill? We'll be paying separately.
Perfect. Every single one of those phrases, natural, polite, clear. That's what you're going for.
And notice, almost every phrase has the word please somewhere. Please is never wrong. Please makes everything better. Homework time, and this one is fun.
Tell us.
This week, if you eat at a restaurant or buy a coffee, try to do the whole transaction in English, in your head or out loud if you can. Order using the phrases we taught. I'll have, could I get, instead of.
If you're not in an English-speaking environment, practice at home. Pretend you're at a restaurant. Read a menu, you can find English menus from real restaurants online, and practice ordering from it out loud.
And in the comments, tell us, what is your favorite food?
Use the sentence, my favorite food is, and tell us why if you want to. We want to know.
I'll start. My favorite food is a perfectly grilled piece of salmon with lemon and capers. Simple, clean, perfect.
My favorite food is xiaolongbao. Obviously, no further explanation needed. They are perfect and that is final.
Ha, no argument from me.
Tomorrow, episode 5.
And we have a really interesting one planned. We're going to talk about talking about the weather.
Which sounds simple, but it's actually one of the most socially important topics in English.
In English-speaking cultures, especially British culture, weather is one of the main topics of small talk. It's a way to start conversations with strangers, with colleagues, with anyone.
We'll teach you how to do it naturally, so you never run out of things to say.
Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you for learning with us.
Let's learn, speak, and grow together. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.